Hello there, everybody, and welcome to WholesomeCraft. This is the new Wholesomeverse modded Minecraft server 1.15.2 Minecraft, and dude, it's been exciting. This is a custom-made mod pack that I threw together using the Twitch launcher. Hello, little lag spike, and it has been a good time. We've been streaming it, and I've been doing some behind-the-scenes stuff to get stuff going for a little YouTube series as well. These are all the members of the team that are probably going to be making content. You'll be able to find links to all of their channels in the description down below. So if you're interested in more WholesomeCraft content, that would be the place to be. There's no more fishing poles, dude. There used to be fishing poles here where I could get some good fishing done. We had a little tent at spawn that had a bunch of starter materials and things and stuff. I'm obviously now in a position where I have a bunch of stuff already because I've been playing and I've been streaming and I've been having a good time. But I do want to show you guys my starter place. Actually, at least I will shortly. In this episode, we're gonna kind of move out of our starter place into a new home, a place to call my own for the time being. We're also going to have a chat with Mr. Orbital Potato right here because he has taken over the north of the server, and he has done some, we're gonna call it a slight dictatorship in the north, but he has a proposal for me to help build something for him. So we're gonna have a little chat with Orbital and see where life takes us. And then if I have some time, I'm gonna do a little small project in Spawn to kind of prep for some future stuff in this area. So without further ado, let me take you to my house. So as you can see here, this is my hole. This is my hole. Just a small little hole in the wall location for us. I took a lot of time to design it and make it look pretty for quite literally no reason whatsoever. This is just the way that I like to play the game, dude. We got a nice place to put our bed whenever we need to take a quick nap. I've got a sleeping bag here so that we can do some nice sleeping. But I've just kind of been storing my stuff here for right now. Couple furnaces. We have a small little mine shaft. I can show you a little bit what's going on here. We ended up finding actually a pretty bigger area. I have a nether portal that we've hopped to the nether. It comes down. There's actually a pretty big mine shaft down here. It's pretty expansive. It goes down for a good while. The underground and just cave generation in general in the game it's absurdly cool and very exploratory is the best word that I can use. It makes you want to just run around and find stuff, and there's dungeons underground and all kinds of wild, wacky stuff. So I've been doing a lot of that, right? We actually have found 2 of these rings, right? So I have a ring of water walking and a ring of jump boost. The jump boost more or less allows us to, well, you know what? We could see it right here. So normally you can't jump over a cobblestone wall or fence. This allows me to get on top of it, and it's kind of nice, to be honest with you. And then the water walking, this is actually wild. If I just sprint onto water and get on the water, I can kind of just like ice skate around the water. So this is my mode of transportation a lot of the time. If I'm not doing that, then I also have a little back door with a boat. And I've got boats everywhere, dude. So this wraps around You know, we got the pirate ship over there. All of the structures that you see, I mean, obviously that one is based vanilla Minecraft, but you know, these structures are all generated by a mod. There's a couple others that have kind of spawned around here. Our location on the map is actually, it's pretty central. We're relatively close to spawn. A lot of people went pretty far away. I am very close to Wander, Mr. Wanderbot. He is located right around the corner here in this mountain. We can just drive up and say hi to his house for a second. Dude, look at the freaking dance party of zombies over there, man. Okay, it's nighttime. We gotta get the hell out of here. Here, you can see that I've been here before, since we have a nice little boat here. Maybe we go in and we leave Wander a quick little message. We're gonna do some pranking and stuff on the server as well in the future. But this is Wander's house. So we can come in here and, oh my lord, dude, he has expanded. This was not like this the other day. This man's he's got 2 levels. He's got a freaking automated sugarcane farm. This man's gone crazy. I'm gonna leave him a singular chest. Well, I'm gonna make it a double chest. What do we want to give him? I'm just gonna give him a carp. I'm gonna give him a carp. Hope you enjoy your freaking fish, Wander. Okay, we leave. But yeah, we're gonna mess around with people. We're gonna have tons of collaborations in the series, and just do a bunch of wacky stuff. My future house, I'm actually intending on building right over this mountain, in the woods. So we're gonna check that out and see where that goes as well. But I do want to try to make it to other people's bases throughout the series as well, just to kind of showcase what everybody else is doing as well. Obviously, we're gonna see Orbital's base here in a little bit because we have a thing to do with him, and he's to the far north, so we'll end up. I'll do that boat trip off camera. But I've just been mining, finding stuff, getting stuff going, collecting resources. We do have Project E on the server. So for those that don't know what Project E is, it's basically like, it's the cheatiest thing of all time. It allows you to transmute stuff into other stuff. So this melon slice, right? It has an EMC value of 16. A piece of iron has an EMC value of 256. Right? So right now we have 1,000 MC stored in our system. That could turn into 4 pieces of iron, right? So we could put that back in, and instead, what's something cheap, right? A piece of cobblestone or concrete, right? So concrete, something that's normally a pain in the ass to get. Now I can grab stacks on stacks of it immediately. So it's super useful to have this thing. We do have some rules and regulations about it on the server. Just as like gentleman's rules with everybody, where if we have shops and stuff eventually, to not use Project E to buy stuff from the shops and stuff like that. Some of us are just using it for building materials, which is primarily what I'm doing. It's kind of up to everybody. It makes the grind of the game go away, which then makes the game more fun for a lot of the creators, and kind of gives us more time and space to go big or go home and make a bunch of wacky stuff, right? So it's been good. It's been good. Let's do a little building on the base before we get over to Orbital here. We are, you know what? You let me come over here and take a quick nap. All right, take a quick nap. But we'll get over to the location that we'll be building in, and what we're going to be doing is I want to do a play on words. Right, I want to do a play on words. I also want to check out the pirate ship real quick. I think I raided this one. There's another one further north. I can't remember if I raided this one or the one further north. But I want to do a play on words with my starter base. Obviously, if you watch the Wholesome Boys build a brewery, I do have a mob spawner here. Oh, hey, Vlad's on. I found the phantoms cannot get me in my dome. He has a super cool underwater base. Oh, well, that's awesome. He has a cool base. We'll end up checking that out eventually. We checked it out on stream as well. I have a feeling this place is fully looted, man. But if you watch the Wholesome Boys Build a Brewery series, one, it's super fun and a good time. I might just steal these barrels. I'm a thief, and I'm not afraid to say it. Dude, there's a secret chest. Hey, frig you. What's your problem, buddy? There's a secret chest in here that has 2 flesh and 37 cobblestone. Not very exciting in the end. And we got some more spawners down here. Another chest. What about you? You got anything? Nothing. Okay. Unfortunate. But I want to build a, Olexa Incorporated, right? A large enterprise, slightly scammy business on the server. And all the best startups start in your garage, right? That's what they always say. No, I'm gonna do things a little bit differently. I'm going to have my startup start inside of the car that's in the garage. I'm gonna make an RV, dude. And we're gonna start our process in an RV. So I'm gonna get over there. Let's get some building done before we head out and see Mr. Orbital, since he is not online. Let's do some building. I'll see you guys there. Orbital?
Hello?
Hello, sir. I like the door design.
I designed it myself.
I let myself in, even though you didn't exactly say welcome.
Excuse me? Why are you here?
Well, I heard through the grapevine that you have a parliament building of the Northwest Territory or Northern Territory. Look, whatever the hell it is.
Northern Territorial Boundary. Thank you very much.
Northern Territorial Boundary. Okay.
Yep.
But you're looking for a parliament building, huh?
I am. I'm after a hot parliament building.
Do you want to?
Can you supply it?
I mean, maybe. I need to see the site, do some measurements, and then we can have a chat about prices of some sort.
Prices?
Is that fair?
You after
I have no interest in the currency of the North.
What? You're not interested in a thonk or two?
My thonks are in other stonks. So
Right. Okay. Well, you know, jokes aside, it's lovely to have you here, Olexa, in the Northern Territorial Boundary. We're always happy to have distinguished guests like yourself, server administrator and wizard extraordinaire.
Dude, I'm happy to be. You got a nice place here. I am a little bit concerned, like, you know, the front of it is a nice 3-walled system, and then the back it kind of looks like, you know, Penta bashed through on a giant Kool-Aid man, but
you know, I tell you what, we're gonna play a game before we get started. We're gonna play a game called Rate My Crib, okay?
MTV, let's go.
Yeah. Okay, so I want you to walk around and I want you to be brutally honest and evaluate like absolutely everything that you see. Okay, Start here. And I'm gonna follow you around.
I'll start out here.
All right, you start as that.
Yeah, I'll right over here. Like I'm turning the corner on this path. All right. Okay. Do I have to do it in like a Gordon Ramsay, like loud, you're an idiot sandwich voice, or?
Okay, I mean you can do it in whatever voice is most.
I don't think I'm gonna do the British accent again because that didn't go so hot the last time. But.
All right. Okay. You know what? Fine. Go for it.
All right.
Hit me.
Well, here on MTV's Crib, Rate My Crib is rate My Crib. Is that where we're going with this? Rate My Crib. These cobblestone paths are all the craze these days. That said, they're boring as hell. Oh, Jesus. Okay, you know
what was that you said?
The exterior is not important, right? You know what? The two different doors, very quirky. It shows off your personality. Inside, the staircase, the green clashing with the brown, definitely creates an interesting vibe in this corner.
Okay.
Over here, I love the coherency with 3 different kinds of chests. Really brings a lot to the room to have 3 different chests. I do like the centerpiece engineering workbench. Very, very pretty. However, the holes on the back end of your house, it's an interesting design choice to say the least. Definitely, I mean, it actually feels like you intended to do that.
I did actually intend to do the back bit. The back bit is not filled in for a reason because I haven't decided what to do with it yet.
Interesting. Well, you know what? It's up to the designer's choice, right? The designer's choice. Over here, I mean, the machinery looks great, but the flooring, having not gone in yet, I'm going to assume that the moving crew will be placing the hardwood floors soon.
Just to justify the fact that this area looks like ass. I need to say that I'm conflicted, right? Like this is obviously like a base factory, so like where all the basic stuff is gonna get done. But redstone or like the thermal series stuff, the pulverizer, the redstone furnaces, all of that stuff, it needs much more space than I've like allocated here. So I'm still like humming and hawing about whether to have like a separate building or to extend the site. Or
I do see.
I've just sort of like it's a temporary setup. It's temporary.
Yep.
It's temporary.
Right. As I wander around, I just find more things that I just love as a designer about your base. The one that I'm most interested in right now is this sign right here, actually. The sign above these 2 blast furnaces that just says EE.
Yeah. Okay.
It's an interesting design choice. I like the font of the E is just a brilliant decision, but it does it raises questions.
Do you know what that symbolizes? You know what it symbolizes? It symbolizes me right-clicking and then trying to open my inventory and then typing E twice when I repeatedly tried to smash the button to open my inventory and failed. And then the sign got placed there and then it was never taken down. And that's how we have a sign that's got EE on it.
Honestly,
so there you go.
It's great, but I want more, right? I want more signs that say EE around the base. Maybe even you slip in a couple... Maybe even you slip in an FF here or there, or a GG, right?
All right.
For a nice good game. All right, I'm going to slip out this conveniently placed hole in the wall that I would assume is definitely a designer's choice. And I want to bring attention to this brilliant aqueduct. I had no idea that aqueducts in this 21st century were something that could look so magnificent. But the Romans / Greeks, who the hell invented them, right? It looks incredible. I can't deny.
Thank you.
So in the end, I rate the crib a 1 out of 10. But
okay, well it's okay. I'm glad you chose a 1 to 10 scale because I was afraid you were about to say a 1 to a much larger scale for a second there.
1 out of a trillion.
Yeah, okay. Okay, let's stick with 1 and 10. I appreciate that. What do you think of my big wheel? You like my wheel?
The wheel, dude. The wheel is I think the only actual word that you could use is it's an extremely pogged wheel. It looks
It's
great.
an extremely pug. Am I the only person that has a wheel on this server?
It beats the hell out of me because I have not. MTV's The Crib just started 4.5 minutes ago when I came to your place to discuss a deal that we've now forgotten about, and I've started rating your wheel. But it's a great wheel.
You haven't even discovered the technology of the wheel yet, have you?
No, dude, I'm
heathens?
still fighting barbarians on my East Coast. I don't have that tech yet. So anyway.
All right. Well, all right. Upstairs. What do you think about upstairs?
Upstairs?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a me Alexa kid right here.
Who's this? Who's this?
This does surprisingly look like my face right here. And then you take it away, and this looks surprisingly like a face that is also in a form of ecstasy of some sort. But
only half the face is in a form of ecstasy. Yeah. Only this eye is in a form of ecstasy.
It is a relatively interesting design choice to just have an edging face on the top of your factory. But I won't question it at the current moment in time. I will. You know what? Honestly, for that, 2 out of 10. I'll bump it up.
All right. Okay. All right. This has been Rate My Crib. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.
We'll see you in the next episode of Rate My Crib.
That's been real.
Anyway,
all right.
I think that honestly, this is a pretty good sign that you probably need some building help in this area. Orbital has reached out to me and wants me to help build, and by help build, I do quite literally think he means build the entire parliament building of the Northern Territorial Boundary. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You know what? Okay. So here's the pitch. Here's the pitch. Okay. What I'm kind of looking for is I've got this wonderful this whole wonderful area. As you can see on the map, there's this wonderful field of, well, we call it here in the Northern Territorial Boundary, we call it the Field of Roses. Or the field of, well, it's not actually roses, but it's poppies, whatever. You get the picture. Anyway, so we got this extensive area of poppies, of nothingness really, apart from red. And eventually, my idea is to convert all of this to workable land. Surrounded by this, we've got some wonderful cherry tree biomes. We've got some autumnal biomes. And I kind of want to maintain the natural beauty of those areas, but this area is ripe for industrialization, and therefore I thought I would contact you and perhaps see if you had any expertise that could be utilized in order to turn this building, which is the Northern Territorial Boundary headquarters, into something a little bit more magnificent, a little bit more glorious, a little bit more, je ne sais quoi, extraordinary. Something interesting, perhaps.
I see. So I do think that I can be of benefit to you here. Do you have like a general? Are you looking for a magnificent parliament building looking thing? Or are you going for a more industrial look? Are you going for a more rustic lodge type headquarters? So, what's your vision?
Crazily enough, I actually had like a little idea. Okay, so here's my kind of idea. I'm going to draw it out
small scale, huh?
Yeah, this is extremely small scale, and you've got to imagine that we're not using cubes in order to build this.
I got some bad news for you.
I sort of thought that in the center we could have like a nice globe, and then on the top of it we could have like a little spire, which had like an arrow on the top that pointed north to sort of symbolize the northness of the Parliament building. And then perhaps like off to the side to the rear, imagine that there's another little cube on the top here. But we could have like some sort of like 2 committee rooms off to the side. So we could have like a large like central dome and then a couple of like mini rooms or domes off to the side to sort of be like, I don't know, rooms where other stuff happens.
I see.
But not as large as like the central dome. The key thing is a big, large central dome that symbolizes how north we are, because that's at the end of the day the only thing that I really care about is making sure that everyone knows that I'm in the north. That's it. That's all I want to get across.
Okay. You know what? I think I can be of benefit to you, but it is going to cost you a small amount.
What's it gonna cost me? What's your price? Let's haggle.
I want in.
You want in?
I want some land in the north.
You want some land in the north? Well, I tell you what, this provides a fantastic opportunity. sorry. What sort of land are you looking for?
Well,
What are you looking
this is where things get a little bit more complicated because really one of the pieces of land that I'm most interested in is the cherry blossom forest that you've already sold to another member of the north.
Well, it's we could there's some latitude. Sold is a very strong term. Especially in a world where weapons exist.
I see.
I mean, maybe. I tell you what. In all seriousness, there is. If I take you to the, would you follow me to the cherry blossom area just for a second? I mean, we can talk specifics over there. But I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that you are a more valuable entity than Mr. Retromation. No doubt in my mind. Not even I'd happily excommunicate him or evict him, as the case may be.
I do believe excommunication is solely done in terms of religion.
Well,
is there a specific religion that I have to follow in the north to live here?
Yeah, witchcraft actually. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But you see, the thing about the cherry tree blossom area is that I don't want to say that it's necessarily two biomes, because it's obviously one biome. But there is definitely a dimension to it. Okay. So as you can see on the mini map, perhaps, or indeed on the map, there is the river that links the field of poppies and also links the cherry tree biome, which is obviously going to be, hopefully, a sort of center of trade and perhaps communication between myself and Mr. Retromation. However, if you continue to go into the cherry tree biome as we are going right now, you can sort of see that there is this natural separation between the area which Rito has decided to build his house. Rito's house is obviously just over there in the corner, surrounded by thorns, of course, to keep out, I don't know, wild pandas or whatever, which you do get in this part of the world. So you always got to be careful about wild pandas.
I see.
But there you go. Anyway, there is this natural separation, this sort of lake, and this sort of little hill range, and then this little river over here. And then on the other side, I don't know if it's a separate biome, but it certainly feels like a separate biome, And as far as I'm aware, I could probably convince Rito that I didn't sell him this bit, and therefore I could quite conceivably give you access to this entire area, if indeed this is an area that you're interested in. The plus side, it's still in the north, obviously, commands a premium price for this patch. The negative side is that you're slightly further away from me, which is, of course,
positive
bad
as well.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's like tomato, potato,
yeah.
tomato. So certainly I think there's a lot of geographically interesting features over here. Not to mention the fact that if you do decide to erect a structure over here, you've got access to all of this prime real estate. I mean, look at this. This is the sort of geographic features that you just don't get anywhere other than the north. Also, you're kind of pushing the boundaries of what it means to be a northerner, which is kind of exciting, don't you think?
How so?
Well, it means that you when it eventually comes to the, I mean, I can tell you this now because you're a fellow northerner, is that when it eventually becomes time to take over the east and the south and the west, then you can just push out this way, which is in the westerly direction, and boom, what do you know? There's a redwood forest right on your doorstep. And isn't redwood just the greatest building material, or one of the greatest building materials? That's right, it is. So you can push the boundaries of what it means to be a northerly boy into this lovely redwood forest. See that? Look at this. There's even a house. There's even a house in this forest over here. Is this not just a sign that this is just such a prime piece of real estate that you just need to get it right now?
You know what? On those words, I cannot argue with that. Consider it a done deal, sir.
All right. Okay. I tell you what, this is actually a great. I've looted one of these houses up further north, but there's actually a blast furnace in here. There's a whole block of coal. I mean, that's
Honestly,
an
here,
obscene amount of coal.
wait. Let's if there is a sheet of paper in here, we're gonna make this an official business. You know what? There's no sheet of paper. I'll sign a gold block, a gold ingot. All right. Let me just come out. You gotta come out here, make it official.
Oh, hold up. I do actually have some good loot in here, which I'm unfortunately.
So you are actually raiding the house that you borderline offered to me as a peace treaty to build your parliament building, but
look, peace treaty is a very strong term. You know, it's a business negotiation for sure, and I'll be taking this anvil as well.
Well, I mean,
this
I mean, it would have been nice if I could finish renaming the piece of gold that I was signing the deed on, but. I suppose if you're not interested, then I could just walk off.
I'm very interested. You can have the anvil. You can have. I'll give you the anvil. All right.
Put it back down over here.
All right.
This is the site of the deal. It's kind of like when you have the real estate agent. They keep on walking you around and going and trying to convince you that the cracks in the wall are actually a design choice, right?
Well, you see, the thing is that you got to learn to walk away, right? You got to learn to walk away. You've got to make them want you.
I feel like this is not a great argument for you.
No, look, it's not a great argument for you. You're getting an absolute steal on a prime piece of real estate. I mean, basically, what I'm saying is that you've got the cherry tree land, plus you've got options on everything west of the cherry tree land. What more could you want? It's a banging deal. Not to mention the fact that due to the Northern Territorial Boundaries' fantastic infrastructure policy, we're about to roll out a boundary-wide highway system of concrete. So that is hopefully going to make transportation between different areas faster. Not to mention the fact that we've got an ambitious minecart policy, which is hopefully going to mean that communication between various areas is going to be sped up greatly. Parliament building deed. This is fantastic. Thank you kindly.
A done deal.
This is great.
Your building will be ready in some amount of days' time. Good day, sir. Don't declare war on me.
When are you gonna move in? What's your plan for moving in?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of intended on the north just being kind of a summer home. So when you kind of made it seem now you're gonna go to war with my hometown in the south. That was a little, it hit a little differently than I expected. But I intend that I'll move in a could be a month or 2 or 3.
A month or 2 or 3. I mean, a summer home?
Winter,
so this
summer.
is only going to be a summer home for you?
Winter, summer, depends on how you want to view it.
So where's your main establishment? Just not for purposes of war, just for purposes of, friendly banter.
I'm in the south, and I think that's all that I'm willing to tell you right now.
Why would you not want to be a northerly boy? What's wrong with
nothing
being a
about
northerly
being
boy?
a northerly boy. It's just I think that there's some gorgeous locks of land in the south. And I think that it's worth having a small. Yeah, look, I'm here. My goal is to be a wealthy businessman on this server, and the best startups occur in the south. So I want to do my startup in the south, and who knows, maybe I'll retire in the north.
We all know. Technologically, the north is going to be far more advanced than the south.
I think that still remains to be seen in a lot of ways, but
we all know. We all know that the north is going to be much more technologically advanced than the south. So you got to get on board. Get on board with us northerly boys, and you'll be
maybe if you strike me a good deal, then maybe the headquarters of Olexa Incorporated will be in the north.
Oh no, we absolutely do not want the headquarters of Olexa Incorporated. No, none of that nonsense.
You're not really building a great case for yourself in this conversation, but I did give you the deed, so it's kind of already set in stone.
Okay, so more important question from my perspective, just you getting back to my own interests for a second here. What's the time scale for the completion of my parliamentary building?
I think it could be completed sometime within the next week.
The next week? Oh, that's a
good or a bad thing.
That's a very good thing. I mean, You know how many contractors I've approached who've said that they can't do it in more than a month?
Yeah,
That's,
Rito really gave you a lowball number, huh?
Well, he's well, the fatality in his pitch was that, oh, it's got to be, it comes with thorns. He said the Parliament building comes with thorns, and I said I'm not interested in any thorns in my Parliament building. I only want,
Not a big fan of the thorns, huh?
I'm not a big fan of the thorns as a design aesthetic, but I am a fan of like brutalist, concrete, marble, industrial vibes.
That
So I mean,
said,
anything.
I
Yeah.
do remember, and I'll quote the song by Poison, that every poppy in the northern territorial boundary has its thorn.
Right, and I'll quote the song "Poison" by Alice Cooper that says, "You're poison."
All right, you know what? On that note, good day, sir. You'll have your Parliament building in 1 week's time.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure doing business with you, Alexa.
You as well, Orbital Potato. Alrighty, so we have a base, right? We have an RV. I will say, in the last like 2 seconds, this tree grew, and I really didn't want it to. So I'm actually just gonna chop this sucker down. I wanted to have some nice, and it just comes spiraling down. You gotta love it, dude. Vein Miner is such a savior of time on this server. Another great tool. But we have our RV, right? Is it perfect? No, I don't think so. But I think it's cute, dude. I think it's a good little starter home. It has a good vibe. We have a nice little campsite around here as well. We also have a fox and a boat. I want to do something with this guy, but I don't know what it is yet. I might just like, what if we just put him in Wander's house? I wonder if it would even be possible to get him in Wander's house. We'll see. I have a feeling Wander's going to be the source of a lot of my pranks during this series. But a couple of lawn chairs, nice little campfire. I can do a lot more decorating here, and I probably will. I just, it's early, right? We can make those changes as we go. We have a nice little soccer ball here with a soccer net. I thought this was kind of cute. Obviously, we have our license plate. Olexa Inc. and somebody added an O to it, or I added an O to it. Olexa Inc. Nice little hammock over here between the trees, but I think it's cool. Oh God, Wander's online. He's gonna find the carp, dude. He's gonna find the carp. That's okay. That's okay. Inside, we've done a little bit more decorating than what you saw in the time lapse. I have moved all of my stuff over from the other area as well. So we're kind of situated in here. I've got barrels with all the stuff that I use the most or have a lot of. So I feel like that's going to work well. We've got these shelves that I can put some stuff on. I've got 2 of those. So we've got a good amount of storage. We've got our transmutation tablet. It works, dude. It's a small place, but it's pretty spacious on the inside. I mean, hell, it's bigger than my cave in the end. So it kind of works out. I think it's cute. Our bed's back here, and over here, I have some stuff in my inventory I want to do with this. I want to set up a couple machines. I don't want to go crazy on machinery inside of the RV here, but I do want to set up a pulverizer and a redstone furnace. And basically, I really just want these to be able to process my ore. I still have a lot of ore in here, 64 iron and 62 tin, 15 nickel, 7 gold. Those are valuable, dude, and if you smelt them in a furnace, you just get 1 ingot. If I pulverize them, then we can get 2 ingots out of that, and I think that's probably more useful. Now, you're probably seeing the energy's full on these. I did have to re-record a clip where I already set this up, so just bear with me, we're going to set it up again. These solar panels have a little bit of energy stored in them as well, which is why they're not stacking here. But I want to set this up just so that we can process our ore, right? I think that would be pretty valuable. So let's carve out a spot in the back here. We're gonna run a couple of cables. These cables are just basic energy pipes. Not the most efficient. We do have some other energy pipes on the server. We have a gold tier, diamond tier, emerald tier, and I believe these are obsidian. No, they're actually chorus fruit and prismarine. Okay, and these actually get pretty expensive when you get down to it. But we don't need them to be crazy right now, right? We can just rock the iron ones, and that will be fine. So we'll cover this up. Let's go up top around the back. Eat some melons while we get there. There's actually a really interesting jumping puzzle that we can do over here. You'll see shortly, because of our jump boost that we have, I can get on top of this pole, which then allows me to get to here, to here, to here, and would you look at that, we are up and outy, which is really nice. We'll run some wires up here, and then we're basically just gonna go bing bang, and let's, this spot's free, let's do that right there, and go boom, boom, and then 2 solar panel 2s. And dude, I mean, it looks clean, to be honest. It kind of still fits with the vibe as well. I don't know, I mean, that should be getting sun. Light level 27, light level 26, 25. So this is because it's getting dark, right? But if I, let's just see, right? If I take a nap on top of my RV and take another look at this, it's now light level 67, 68, and it's getting brighter. It's getting brighter. So that should work just fine. Those are going to start creating a bunch of energy for us, and then we can start to get our ores processed. So I'm liking it, dude. I'm liking it. It's good. For a little starter base, I'm relatively pleased. I am going to set up a hopper on top of this and start processing our ores, but for right now, dude, I'm happy. I've got this configured so that we can put stuff in the top, output stuff to the right. This guy sucks stuff in from the left, outputs to the right. It'll go right into this chest. And frankly, I might even end up moving this iron chest or just upgrading this one. And I might make this the ore chest instead, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll figure it out. I'm not overly concerned right now. Madi's online too. The whole crew's freaking online right now. You gotta love it. But let's head over to spawn, right? So I've done a little bit of digging over on spawn. What's up? I've done a little digging over at spawn, and I've prepared a plot for kind of a wholesome cornerstone, right? Kind of the center of town for us to build a cornerstone type thing, and we're gonna actually do that on stream. So at the time that you're viewing this, it's Wednesday. We will be doing it on stream later today. If you're viewing it after the fact, then that stream will end up going on the channel at some point, or I'll just record it as another sector. But you can see it right over here. We're right next to where the spawn campsite is. Campsite's right up there, but it's a pretty big area that I plotted out. I dug this all out. We're going to kind of decorate this and make this look nice. And get things kind of going, right? And then we'll have a bunch of, branching roads that come off of this. We have some area over there, some area over there, some area over there. And we can start to throw some buildings and shops and things of that sort into this area. I think it's going to look really, really awesome, to be honest. And just begin to start that kind of more collaborative vibe on the server. So it's cool, dude. It's cool. I have a ton of ideas for things in the town area, or whether it be shops or games or just in general fun builds to kind of do as a community. But if you do have ideas, then please let me know, because I'm always looking for new ideas to build or pass on to the guys for new ideas and stuff as well. I don't really think the server's all that choppy right now, but I'll check it in a little bit. But dude, it's good. It's exciting. It's been a lot of fun playing on here already, and I hope you look forward to seeing some more stuff on the server here as time goes on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's build a Parliament building in the next episode. We'll get Orbital. We'll get Orbital his Parliament building, and I'll give me my land, dude. I'll give me my land. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. You have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.